Hi, Blake with BlvdHome, and today it is April Fool's Day. You may watch this later, but it actually is April Fool's Day. Today we're going to talk about things that can fool you into thinking your machine works wrong, or you could damage your brand new machine. I know it's really exciting, but we're going to talk about shipping bolts. You're saying shipping bolts? Everybody knows about shipping bolts. Sure they do. So that's why we're here talking about it. I go out on some of these washing machines and, they're complaining they're brand new. They're saying they're jumping all over the place, or they come up to me and they say, hey, I've got these bolts that they left me, and what do I do with these? You don't throw them away. That's one thing for sure. Those bolts have an important purpose for washing machines, especially front load machines. What they do is the machine itself, any front load machine, they're actually suspended by springs, and at the very bottom you have struts. Basically that whole piece in there is floating inside the cabinet. They ship them with these nice shipping bolts. The reason for those is to keep the middle part of the tank in the middle of this cabinet in shipping, so it doesn't sway around and doesn't break things, it doesn't beat against the sides of the unit and do damage to it before you even get it to the home. But so often people forget, even though they put these nice little yellow tags on there that says please remove, that tell you to take these shipping bolts out, and they have these big clamps on them that go around and say remove these shipping bolts. But too often people are in such a hurry and they're so excited to get their new appliance, they forget to remove them. And what can happen when they forget to remove them is the drum has to be able to move and have some sway, because there's never any load that's ever perfectly balanced. The machine has to have a little bit of motion with it, so when the load is going round and the springs and the struts are taking that weight, the machine is going to try and get that load as balanced as possible. When it gets it as balanced as possible, then it will ramp it up to the higher spin speeds and spin the unit out at top speed. If these shipping bolts are in place, what it does is it locks that inner piece to the case. So instead of just the drum shaking back and forth, the whole machine will shake back and forth, and it can do damage to the flooring, it can do damage to the walls. Put some pictures up that show you what happens when you forget to take out shipping bolts. The consumer did take out 3 of the 4, but they did leave 1 of them in. So when they left it in, it was shaking so hard that it actually sheared the bolt off. It's literally sheared in half. And they're wondering why it's bouncing all over the floor and doing the jig. That's the reason why. It's very important to take out all your shipping bolts and to level the machine properly. That means put a level on it top to bottom, side to side, make sure that it's level in both directions. When they are leveled, make sure you lock them. Don't throw these away, because you say, well, gosh, I don't need these. Why would I ever need these? Or the delivery guy runs off with them and you never see him again. If you're planning on staying in this home, or if you're in your forever home, yeah, this is great, because the appliance is probably going to stay there for the life of the product, and then when you're ready to replace it, at that point it's going to be taken out of the house and it's going to be put in the recycling bin and taken off for scrap somewhere. If this machine is something that you're planning on taking with you, or you're renting, or you like to bounce around houses, you want to keep these bolts, it does come with this nice little spacer here. Now the spacers go in certain spots, but basically you're going to put this back in between the back of the machine, and this is going to screw into the tank. You want to put these back in when you move. That way, when your mover's taking this machine, bouncing it down the stairs, going all the way down the bottom of the stairs, and the whole machine's beating itself to death, it's going to protect the machine. When you get it to your new home, again, remove these bolts, keep these, and save them for another time. Now, if you lose these, most dealers can get these for you, but they are model specific. These bolts are different lengths and different diameters, different sizes for your specific machine. So if you could give them the model number, they can get you the right ones if you need to move. I know it's kind of a boring subject, but this is very important. Worst case scenario is you could take the springs that are actually holding them up. If you tip it too far over, the springs can pop off and they fall into the machine, and the whole inner piece falls into the cabinet of the machine. And when it falls, we have motors attached to it, we have control boards sitting underneath it, we have pumps sitting underneath it, and it can crush them and it can damage them. If you're ever moving the machine, or this is important too, if you ever buy a set of machines and you decide, well, I don't want to spend that $250 for the pedestal, they're kind of pricey, and you get it home and you realize, oh, it kind of hurts my back to be leaning over to taking this stuff out. I want to get a pedestal. Make sure you have these when you put the pedestals on. Most of the time, most machines, they recommend that you lay these on their side, attach the pedestal to the bottom, and then stand it back up. Without these in place, again, you're going to do damage to the machines. These machines are becoming an investment. They're expensive. I can't go out and justify spending $1,200 to $1,300 for a new washing machine because I'm dumb. This is a $110 bolt or $1,300 in damage. I don't know. I'd rather just put the bolt in. Here is a view of the back of the machine. Again, here's our nice tag we showed her there. The funny thing is, this particular manufacturer, they put these nice little yellow tabs on these to secure them. So you have to kind of look at it and say, yeah, I got to remove this to get the cord out. But we use my handy dandy wrench. Something I'm going to tell you about this wrench. I am old. I'm in my 50s, I'll put it that way. This wrench was was given to me by my father when I was 8 years old, and I carry it for him as an homage to my dad because he's a great man. So I use this every day, so I think about him every day. So we're going to use this here. All you have to do is just a simple turn to get this out. Now, the dumb thing about this, you see this nice tag, and I didn't even rip it. You can see that it's from the factory this way. That nice little piece right there. You can pull it off. Same with these here. You have these plastic clips on this are split. You can actually take them off without taking the bolt out completely, but it's just as simple as loosening them up, pulling the bolt out. And you can see it's pretty long. See how these have that nice break in it, and this one has this nice break in it. You can pull them off without taking this off, but I don't know why they did it. And then pull this out. You can take this yellow piece off and then just store them in a Ziploc bag or something. You know where they're at. Keep them with the use and care manual, and then you'll have them for later on. They make this so you can loosen the bolt up, slide this out from underneath it, and then take the power cord off and leave the bolt in. Don't do that. Make sure you take it completely off and the bolt completely out. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope this has been informative. I know it's not very exciting, but it is very important. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you again real soon.